Barely 3 days into the ceasefire, Israel-Hamas situation already threatening to reignite the 2-year-long war. Hamas has handed over the remains of 2 more Israeli hostages and says it cannot recover more bodies without specialized equipment, leading to strong reactions from Israel. Israel's defense minister, in fact, has issued a stern warning that if Hamas fails to return the bodies of all the dead hostages, the Israeli military will resume the full-scale operations in Gaza. Gaza's office released a statement saying Israel will coordinate closely with the United States to ensure what it called a complete defeat of Hamas. According to Israeli media, Gaza has directed the Israeli Defense Forces to prepare a comprehensive battle plan to, quote-unquote, defeat Hamas if the ceasefire collapses. Katz reportedly issued the directive after a high-level meeting with the IDF Chief of Staff and senior generals. Israeli Prime Minister has issued a warning of his own, in fact. Speaking at a state ceremony, Netanyahu warned that Israel will achieve all goals of the Gaza war it had laid out. Listen to what he said.
Whoever raises their hand on us already knows that they will pay a very heavy price for their aggression. We are determined to complete the victory that will affect our lives for many years.
Netanyahu reiterated that Israel is committed to bringing all the hostages back until the very last one. Under the first phase of the peace deal, Hamas has to return the remains of 28 deceased hostages. So far, Israel has confirmed the return of 9 bodies plus 1 that it said did not belong to a hostage. And in the latest, Turkey has sent 81 disaster relief experts to the Gaza Strip, some of whom will reportedly help with finding the remains of the hostages. This ceasefire, brokered by U.S. President Donald Trump, has seen Hamas release 20 surviving hostages in exchange for nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners freed from Israeli prisons. But with each passing day, the deal grows shakier. In an interview with CNN, Donald Trump said he would consider allowing Netanyahu to resume military action if Hamas fails to fulfill its commitments under the truce. That statement adds even more uncertainty to an already fragile situation. For the Palestinians, the cost of the 2-year war remains unimaginable, to say the least. Nearly 68,000 Gazans were killed during the war, and according to UN estimates, around 92% of Gaza's homes either destroyed or heavily damaged. According to the United Nations, nearly 55 million tons of debris throughout Gaza needs to be removed in the first phase of the reconstruction of the enclave. Amid the ruins, questions have now turned to what comes next and who will rebuild Gaza. In Ramallah, Palestinian Prime Minister said that the Palestinian Authority plans to work with the global partners to tackle Gaza's enormous reconstruction, governance and security challenges. Mustafa further said that Egypt is likely to host an international conference next month to coordinate the rebuilding process. The conference, he said, will help decide how donor funds are managed, who oversees them, and how aid will reach those most in need.
Hopefully, in the coming month, November, Egypt will convene the Gaza Reconstruction Conference in Cairo. This conference will serve as the central platform for mobilizing international resources and partnerships.
Tonight, uncertainty continues to hang over the ceasefire. Every gesture of peace seems shadowed by distrust. Every promise risks being broken. And for millions in Gaza and Israel, the hope of lasting calm and peace remains just that, a hope on the edge of war.